In previous videos, we learned how to produce a characteristic sound on a trumpet on the note F, also known as concert E flat, if you remember what that means from your beginning band classes. And also, hopefully, we solved any problems that might have arisen in your playing with your embouchure and things like that. It would probably be a good idea to revisit that video about common problems every now and then, just to make sure you don't fall into any bad habits, especially that right thumb position that we talked about earlier. In this video, we're going to use a few more notes, but also discuss some specific articulation or tonguing related to jazz style. Let's start on that note F. Remember, it's first valve, just like it was on French horn. I'll play some rhythms on F, and I want you to play them back to me. For right now, I want you to think the syllable do when you're playing as connected and smooth as possible. The articulation should probably feel pretty similar to the French horn. I'll play, then you play. Go. Here's some different rhythms. Good. Now we're going to use the same note, but we're going to articulate a little different way. I'm going to play 4 quarter notes. On the second and fourth note, I'm going to think the syllable ba. First, let's try saying it. Repeat after me. Do ba, do ba. Do ba, do ba. Now when you play it, it should ideally sound like this. When you think ba, it naturally opens up the embouchure so more air can come through. In jazz or swing music, we most often want to emphasize beats 2 and beat 4. That's why I have the metronome emphasizing beat 2 and 4 when we're playing along with it. Now I'm going to play and I want you to respond. I'll play one measure and then you respond. We'll go back and forth a couple of times. 1, 2, here's me. Good. Let's try the same thing. Same articulation, same style, but this time we're going to do it on the note G, which is right above in the staff, okay? G, just like on French horn, still is fingered open, okay? Here's the note we're shooting for. Let's try a few on that same pattern we just did. 1, 2, here's me. Make sure to stay still. Very good. Let's take this same concept to eighth notes. The second eighth note of each group in jazz is almost always going to be emphasized. However, a major difference is the rhythm. Since we're learning about playing in a jazz or swing style, we're going to make the first eighth note a little bit longer and the second one a little bit shorter. It'll sound like this. Okay, hear how the second eighth note is just a little bit louder, and I'm thinking do ba do ba do. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, now we're going to try the same exercise, but we're going to do it on the note E at the bottom of the staff. Okay, now this is the first note that's different on French horn versus trumpet. For E, we're going to finger first and second valve. For E, we're going to finger first and second valve on the trumpet. All right, I'm going to demonstrate the rhythm that we're shooting for. Okay, now you're going to call, I'm going to call and you're going to respond. Here's me, 1, 2, 3. Great. Great job. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but instead of ending on a long note like we've been, we're going to end it on an eighth note, just 4 eighth notes, okay? One of the common rules for playing swing music is that anytime a note is finished anytime a note is followed by a rest, sorry about that, we're going to end the note short, and I'm going to think the syllable dot. It's going to sound just like this, do-ba-do dot. You say that with me. Ready, go. Do-ba-do dot. Again with me. Ready, go. Do-ba-do dot. So we're going to accent it, and we're going to make it a little short. That's why dot. Okay, and if you see it in music, it'll look like one of those upside down V accent signs, okay? In my band, we call it drop it like it's hot. Okay, now let's do all that same idea, do-ba-do dot, and we're gonna do it on the note E again. I'll do it on the note E. Oh, 1, 2, here's me. Great job. All right, now let's try some other rhythms. So we're going to go one note lower to the D just below the staff. On the trumpet, what we're going to do is we're going to finger that D first and third valve. Now, that valve combination on a trumpet is very, very, very sharp. So what we're going to do, this is where this finger in the ring right here is going to kick out that third valve slide just a little bit to help bring the pitch down so it sounds more accurate. Okay, see if you can remember which syllables we're going to use. I'm just going to play some random rhythms, and I want you to play them back to me. Here comes me. Good. Let's do the same thing. Let's learn one more note. Let's do the same thing, but we're going to do it on the note C that's below the staff, on the C that's below the staff. And just like on French horn, we're back to French horn fingering, sort of. Okay. C is going to be fingered open with no vowels down. Okay. All right. So I'll hit the metronome. I'll start, then you respond. Here comes me. Great. Now, we've learned the first 5 notes that we would learn in most method books. And we've also done some of the beginnings of some jazz articulation, do, ba, and dot. If we're going to make a short note without accenting it, we would actually say dit instead of dot, because dot's a little bit louder. My students have a tendency to call these first 5 notes that we learned the box, because there's a box with all of the notes and all the fingerings on the second page of our beginning band method book. This particular video is one that you should probably do a few times to make sure you're comfortable before you move on to other topics. But once you feel you're ready, click the link at the bottom of the page to continue your awakening.